here's what's brewing.
A Pennsylvania couple got quite a surprise when they went into a car dealership to get their car serviced. They actually went home with a newborn baby.
Say what?
Yep, that happened. Amanda Sherman says she was in another area of the dealership when she texted her husband, Adam, that she was having the baby. But she literally was having the baby in the bathroom at that moment.
Oh my gosh, so it wasn't like, oh, my water broke, we need to go to the hospital. It was like, here it is.
Which makes me question the story, because usually you have an hour or a couple minutes at least to get a hold of your husband before the baby is born.
And they had plenty of cars there to take him to the hospital, but apparently...
Well, they didn't finish the service job. They got in their own car.
See, that's what it was.
And the father actually brought the car back the next day to get
Needed the oil changed a little bit
I don't know, but how could that happen?
I don't know. I've never had a baby. I can't
Well, take my word out of that. I just don't understand.
Okay, well, Teresa will be investigating the baby birth at the service station coming up tomorrow. Hey, speaking of cars, now there's a story out of a man in the UK who couldn't really remember where he was parked. Now, this happens oftentimes when you're
at the grocery store or Target or something.
but this guy, you might lose it for a few minutes, maybe 6 minutes, but this was 6 months. Actually, it was his friend's BMW that he lost. The guy says he actually spent 5 days looking for the car, but could not find it. Eventually, he reported it stolen, and after a few months, police tracked the car down after sending out, of all things, this tweet.
Huh. That's really interesting. I mean, I guess I could see that in like long-term parking at the airport. There's a lot of cars there.
6 months?
I don't understand. He gave up looking for it, I guess. Thought it was stolen.
Another peculiar story. You'll have to research that one, Teresa Dufour, the investigative reporter.
We'll see. So the new year often means fresh new beginnings, but for many couples, it also means divorce.
Yeah, well, after all that stress from the holidays,
Divorce filings jump a whopping 30% in January. Now, it could be a result of a stressful holiday and time spent with the in-laws, or things can fall apart after being cooped up in the house together for that long.
That could be. I mean, I would ask you what your take is on this, but you're happily married, so
I feel kind of bad about that. It's such a fun time of the year.
Right.
But it is stressful, so I could see how problems can arise, I guess. That's my take on it. What about yours?
Didn't have a baby, and I'm not married, so I still have plenty of time for
Moving on now, but a dating story, perhaps you can relate to this.
Yes.
From bad marriages to bad first dates. If that date isn't turning out like you thought it would, a restaurant in Florida wants to help. All you have to do is order a special kind of shot.
Now you have my attention. So it is called Iberian Restaurant in St. Petersburg, and there's a sign in the women's restroom that reads, "Is your Tinder date not who they said they were, or not going so well?" Well, if so, then you can order what's being called an angel shot. So they're going to rescue you from your date. It's
but there's different ways to order this shot. So there's no booze in it, and here's how it works. If you order it straight, an employee will escort you out to your car. If you ask for it on ice, the bartender will call an Uber or a taxi for you. Then if you order it with a lime, the staff of the restaurant, they're going to call the police. You are in danger.
That's serious. That's a
it's
bad
an interesting
date.
option.
Come on.
You could probably.
Would you ever do this?
Bad?
I'm sure you've been on a couple of bad dates, but would you ever do this? I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Our producers were saying that women have codes, like baseball signs, like, okay, here we go.
Or like,
I gotta leave the date.
Just use your phone. You have an emergency. You have to leave. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I know it's cool, and it just seems a little extreme. No?
But you never know if you can't get out of a sticky situation. That's a great option. I'm all for it.
I would just take the shot,
There's no alcohol in the shot, we just said.
All right.
All right, well, the performance of our smartphones improves in a big way every year. One thing doesn't seem to be improving very much, and that is the batteries, the battery life. We still have to constantly recharge the devices. Well, this all might be changing, Ryan.
Interesting, because scientists are engineering a new material that could allow computers and smartphones, cell phones, to have just a few quick pulses of electricity rather than that constant stream. So this means that computers and smartphones will require 100 times less energy to run and could last longer to recharge, obviously. But researchers are saying that you may not have to charge on months on end, up to 3 months.
Wow.
You'd forget that you even had to charge it at that point. It would be,
it's true.
The charger. See, I think that the companies can make longer, better batteries, but I think all the money that they make on selling chargers, you lose it, it gets frayed.
You think they have a racket going on? That this is a thing?
Just saying. Just saying.
I don't know. I'd be happy not to charge my phone for 3 months.
That would be good.
Mine's dead usually by noon.
That's what it is, yeah. Well, wasn't it funny back in the day? Think in the early 2000s, you had one phone and you woke up and it was 99% and you 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 98% when you went to bed, it was 97 because you didn't really use it as much.
That's true, yeah.
So.
Good point, Ryan.
Yeah, hey, that's what I'm here for. Good points.
We have video of a high-speed chase in West Tennessee. The sheriff had to go to extreme measures to capture the assailant. Yep.
All right, folks, I got David Bevel on the front of my patrol car. We got a calf out in the middle of the Lake Highway. Been going down the middle of the highway. We're fixing to try to rope him right here.
Here we go.
We just roped him. We just got him. We just got him. Bevel just tie him to the front of my car.
He's pretty excited up there, huh?
Oh, my goodness, is that real?
That is the real deal. So the sheriff had to call in his buddy to rope in the calf to get him off the road safely. Nobody was injured, no traffic
wow.
accidents, which
Happy
is nice.
ending there.
Yeah.
We like that.
And it has over 2.3 million views on Facebook and over 26,000
You can't beat that accent,
shares.
though.
No. So
That's something. All right, so this is also impressive. A 105-year-old Frenchman made cycling history yesterday. Robert Marchand rode more than 14 miles in 1 hour on a track near Paris, setting a world record in the 105 above category. Is there a 105-year-old and above category?
There must be. I'm just impressed that he fit into that outfit there. He doesn't look too bad there.
105. Ooh. Good for him.
Yeah. So he cycled more than 16 miles in an hour when he was 100. So that was his previous record.
Gotta keep moving. I guess that's the secret, huh?
He's moving, he's grooving. And actually, it's interesting because the gentleman who's in our Cruising Connecticut story today, he's pretty darn close to that 100-year mark. And so we're cruising to Rocky Hill today.
Okay.
This is